Hello everyone and welcome to Richmond, Texas. We are at the parking lot of Walmart here in Richmond, Texas on the Grand Parkway. And I'm going to be taking a ride to Katy Mills Mall. And I hope you enjoy this ride along with me. And if you do, please give that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And leave a comment telling me what you think of the drive, the kind of day. It's kind of getting cloudy. It was sunny earlier, but not too much. It is kind of a colder day for especially Texas, Houston area. Richmond, Texas and Katy both are in Houston metro area. So we'll be in that Houston area the whole time. And Richmond isn't too far from Katy, Texas. Richmond, Texas, that is. Not Richmond, Virginia. Not to be confused with that. But yeah, we're gonna take this drive and hope you enjoy this. Like I said, we're getting on a Grand Parkway here. And let's go. U-turn here. You turn, I turn, everybody turns. There's the current gasoline prices. At least at Sam's Club. Just gotta wait for all these vehicles to go before I go, so we don't get into an accident of any kind. All right, looks like it's our turn. And here we go. From the sky, the way the sky looks, it looks like maybe a cold day, right? It's got that wintry look to it, almost. Well, I want to stay on this side. The other lane goes here too, but this will do for now. This lane. And something I always mention in my videos, that most of my driving videos anyway, that the license plates of each state in the United States, in case you're watching from overseas or other countries, the license plates in the United States, they're all the same size. However, each state has its own license plate. For example, we're in Texas right now. So as you can see, this vehicle right there, this GMC Terrain vehicle has a Texas license plate. As it should. There you go. That's better. Like that. And we are going towards Katy. I'm not sure exactly if there is a sign or not where it shows exactly where we enter Katy or not, but traffic looks to be kind of heavy. But we're getting on to the Grand Parkway, also known as 99. This lane merges into one lane, so wait in the traffic. I should have maybe stayed in the feeder because there was less traffic there, but there is traffic lights there. On this, there is no traffic lights, so we'll see how it goes. Either way, it shouldn't be that bad, but it is 5 p.m. exactly, and rush hour in the US, pretty much most of the United States, at 5 p.m. there's rush hour. So Richmond, Texas and Katy, Texas, there is no exception. And this is one of the main highways here that goes through both Richmond and Katy, amongst other cities or areas. Yeah, so the day is really cool outside. So currently my vehicle is showing that it's 51 degrees outside. However, it's very breezy, so you can deduct another 10 degrees Fahrenheit for that. So it feels like more like 41 and perhaps maybe even 40 degrees or so. But other than the traffic, as you can see, even for a 2-lane highway, it's pretty nice. Like the scenery and everything. For this time of year, which Thanksgiving is coming up soon. But about 4 or 5 days ago, the temperatures were in the 80s, like 80 something as the high, and very humid. And now it's very cold, and it's still humid, but the cold humid makes it feel even colder. And it's very breezy, like I said, today, so it feels extra cold. Next exit, Westheimer Parkway. And I'm traveling on 99, which is also called, the numbers are 99 for it, and the name is Grand Parkway. And I'm traveling northbound because Richmond is south of Katy. I have to travel northbound on 99 to get to Katy Mills Mall. At least fastest way anyway. Especially from where I started the video from, which was the Walmart parking lot on the Grand Parkway in Richmond, Texas. There's a nice vehicle in front of us, Toyota Highlander. But it does have a covering over the license plate, which is kind of against the law here in Texas to do that, because it leaves that reflection on it, and it's difficult to see also in certain lighting, like right now, for example. The white license plate looks very tinted and dark. And also, like I said, has a reflection on it. Not to be confused with deflection, which is my username here, deflection123, currently. We could always exit and go on the feeder, but I don't know how much traffic there is on there too. So that will make the drive even longer, perhaps, time-wise. So this isn't a bad drive, even with the traffic, because it's at least moving, you know? It's not stationary, the vehicles. Traffic in the Houston area generally is pretty bad, but not as bad as some other major cities. Definitely not as bad as Los Angeles and parts of New York at times, and like Manhattan itself. But generally Los Angeles is a lot worse, traffic-wise. And that's located in Southern California, or as they say, Southern Cal, as the natives there say. You see the sign on the left says West and East I-10, Interstate 10, San Antonio or Houston. So if you want to go to Houston, you would go east, go west for San Antonio. San Antonio, Texas is another major city. Of course, not as big as, you know, Dallas or Houston, for sure. But San Antonio is closer to Austin than Houston is or Dallas is on the map. So that's just for your information in case you don't know Texas too well. Getting on from the feeder to the main lane. It's a Jeep. Those Jeeps are pretty interesting vehicles, whether you like them or not, because they're like one of the only vehicles that stayed pretty much the same design overall for many, many years. And they've been making it, I'm not even sure what year they started making that design on the Wrangler, Jeep Wrangler right there in front of us. But they've been around for a long time and they're still making them, pretty much looking the same. And people continue to buy them, whether they're a good vehicle or not. But it's a definitely a famous name, Jeep. You know? I wouldn't personally purchase one, but I still find them interesting. And that cover that it has of the, looks like ATM, it says, that's Texas A&M, which is one of the universities located in College Station, Texas. And it's one of the more famous universities, especially for its business school in the whole country of the United States. Texas A&M. Not sure what the A&M stand for right now. I think I've heard of it a couple of times, but I don't remember what it stands for, so I don't want to say the wrong thing. But you can always look it up if you're interested to know about it. And we're going to be exiting the next exit coming up, so after that the traffic should be better. This exit coming up will be Kingsland Boulevard. And we're definitely in Katy now, but I just didn't know from what point when we were driving from Richmond it becomes Katy. I'm not super sure about that. Our exit, Kingsland Boulevard. Still traveling northbound. We're going to be making a left, I believe going west towards Kingsland Boulevard, or on Kingsland Boulevard, I should say. There's a temporary tag on this vehicle in front of me. Let me see, zoom in a little bit of what it says. It's Texas buyer and a temporary number, and it has what year the vehicle is. 2020 Ram. So it's they used to call them Dodge Ram, but now it's its own name brand for the pickup trucks, at least. And it's just called the Ram. And that there you go. Should have stayed back a little bit more if I wanted to show the plate that good, but if you're watching it on a TV screen or something, this video, you could see, probably you could read the plate. So it has the, well, yeah, what year it is. It's a 2020 Ram, and the temporary tag that it has on their license plate expires December 2nd, 2022. So here in less than a month, it's gonna expire. And then it'll have to have a regular license plate on it. That is good to point out, you know, little things. These cameras on top, they used to record when people ran a red light, and it would automatically send them a ticket. But Texas legislature made them illegal, deemed them illegal, and people didn't want them. And they listened to the public, they voted against it. So they no longer record if you run a red light. which sounds like a bad thing, but some accidents were happening because people were, you know, slamming on the brakes or unsafely to try to get a ticket, so it would create accidents at times. So in that sense, it wasn't good. So because of that, it had like a safety issue. The whole reasoning of putting them there originally was to make it safer so that people don't run the red lights, but red traffic signals. But it had other than giving people tickets for running late, running a red light or running through the red light, it was creating accidents, like I said. And some vehicles would get rear-ended, and the other one would complain that the car suddenly slammed on the brakes, and that was the reasoning. So that had some of the reasoning why they stopped doing it, if not most of the reasoning. But as you can see, because it's this time of year, mid-November now or so, and it's getting dark pretty early, even here in Texas, southeast Texas, where we are. It's 5:15 p.m. now, and as you can see, in the distance there is a sunset. You just can't see it that good in camera here, but you can tell the sun is that way west. So we are traveling west for sure, because sunset in most of the United States always sunset is on west of the United States, not the east. Sunrise is east, sunset west. I said most of the United States, probably all of the United States, including Alaska and Hawaii too. But I'm not technically 100% sure about it, but I believe it's west for the sunset also. Even though they're both Hawaii and Alaska are located west of the mainland of United States. And what I mean by mainland is the 48 connected states. But Hawaii Islands, obviously, they're not connected, and neither is Alaska. Alaska is connected more closer to Canada than it is the rest of the United States. But that's just how it is. At least most of it is closer to Canada. You can see the sunset a little bit on video now. There it is. Looks pretty nice, actually. And those are not mountains in the distance, everyone. The dark you see just above the vehicles, that's just clouds there. Because we don't have any mountains here in southeast Texas. And other more information for you that you might find interesting. Of course, West Texas does have mountains and definitely big hills and stuff. But southeast Texas is not very mountainous at all. Very barely have any hills of it, including Houston also. You don't see any mountains in Houston. Overall, it's fairly flat, the land. And in front of us is Katy Mills Mall. It's this whole drive I was mentioning there on the left, actually. I mean the right. On the right, so I'll be making a right here. And then it's going to be to the left. Well, Katy Mills Mall is like goes around, so you can pretty much go to any entrance and walk around the whole mall and you'll end up in the same area again. So this is just the road right around the mall only. I'm gonna just drive around it. There's some like businesses and hotels and stuff close to the mall here in Katy, Texas. But we're gonna be ending this broadcast soon, this video. I tend to park different areas of this mall. Sometimes entrance 2, sometimes 1, sometimes 3, sometimes 8, 7, 6, and 8 is the highest it goes. So it's entrance 1s through 8, at least currently anyway. I'm gonna park right around here somewhere. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Thanks everyone for watching. And like I said in the beginning of the video, if you're still watching, hit that thumbs up. Make a comment letting me know what you thought of this drive. And comment, and hope to see you in my next video. Appreciate it. This is Deflection 123 again. Bye-bye for now.